Hello, the one and only Xylophony here with Mousecraft for an unofficial ARK Dossier. We looked up a few of the dinosaurs that are confirmed to be added to the game, and they will soon be in it, but we don't quite have a dossier on them yet, but that won't stop us from looking into them a little bit. So we're going to be going over some of these guys. The first one that we're going to look into is the Therizinosaurus. It's a fun name.
Pronounce it, right?
I was literally just making fun of Mouse on how it's not that bad to pronounce.
Therizinosaur.
Yeah, I think once it comes into the game, it'll commonly be called a Therizino, which
For sure.
sounds pretty clever to me and pretty simple. But we have a picture of it right here, actually from the ARK developers, and you can see it as a large, furred dinosaur, beaked.
Like feathers,
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of a lot of that, and I think the most notable thing about it is the massive claws.
My God.
Yeah.
Those things will poke your eyes out.
Exactly.
But yeah, guys, so we should probably also introduce a series. Zella and I are basically making a series for early dossiers. We basically take any evidence towards any of the dossiers that are coming up, or also the confirmed wild list, and we look up if there's any artworks from it from the ARK officials, and basically we look up some information and make our own dossier. We talk about the time period, if it's going to be tameable or rideable, also its uses in the game, and so on. And we have the Therizinosaur over here.
Yeah, so let's get started right into it. Well, this guy was from the late Cretaceous period, so same period of a lot of those larger dinosaurs that we see in the game, of course. So it makes a lot of sense. Thing is, scientists believe him to be an herbivore or an omnivore, and considering there's no actual omnivore, setting in the game, I think it's just going to be put in as an omnivore and eat berries.
Yep.
So, which would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, so it is a herbivore, it says over here, and like Zal said, berries for sure. The most efficient taming will definitely be the kibble. They'll probably add in some kibble and stuff.
Oh, of course.
What do you think? What dinosaur's favorite do you think this would be?
I
That's
don't
kind of interesting.
know, because it's one of the larger ones, so it could definitely go towards one of the larger carnivores or something along those lines.
And over here it says the height is 15 to 20 feet, and the length is 40 feet. Now, we're not really sure that's correct just yet. What do you think, Yellow?
Yeah, they can definitely get very large, easily, larger than a carnosaur, and you could definitely see these guys being like almost as large as a T-Rex. Now, obviously they're not as tough and bulky as a T-Rex. They got a kind of a long neck and a kind of a pot belly thing going on there, but still very large and very threatening with the claws. Now, personally, I don't think they're going to be aggressive. Yes, the claws look scary, but I don't think they're going to attack people. I think they're going to be fairly docile, personally.
I feel like they'll be more like kind of peaceful creatures on the island. They look pretty peaceful in this dossier, especially. If it was more angered, I guess they would have like the claws and more like the teeth and such. But it seems like a normal roaming creature. If you were to attack it, would definitely attack back with those claws. Look at those claws, dude.
Yeah, and exactly. And its claws, although they're like long and sharp and all that, they're also thin and they could easily break. So this kind of thing wouldn't really necessarily want to attack everything constantly.
Dude, that would hurt so much. Oh my God, thinking of breaking a nail with those giant claws.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I was looking into it, and actually there's never been a full claw found of these guys before. All specimens of them have been broken. So that just goes to show you.
Now, taking a look at the inspection of the fossil, or basically how it looks like and such here. We can see that it has a small head, it has a beaky jaw, apparently. There's long claws, wing-like arms, long neck, very feathery. Looks like a walking bird. It's kind of like a sloth, right? Like a sloth, like
it kind of has something along that line.
And yeah, it's a strong legs apparently, clawed feet, and tail plumes. It's like a walking bird. It's really weird looking, and with the dossier we can take a look at. It looks pretty unnatural for sure. And so let's talk about the uses, man. What do you think it's gonna be?
I think it's pretty easy to see that those claws are going to be used to, get berries really easily, but especially I think it'll be able to get fiber, because Therizinosaurus actually means reaping lizard. So that means his claws are pretty much scythes.
Or to cut off. I can see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
he can just plow through a field of, grass and plants,
and such.
And then, you get a ton of fiber from that. And that would make tons of sense for me. They don't really have a lot of easy ways to get fiber in the game. I can see them adding this guy sooner rather than later, just to get that point of it added.
Yeah, and honestly, like, there's not really currently any dinosaurs that get you fiber as much as there's no dinosaurs, right, for fiber?
There will be the gorilla once it's added.
Yeah, the gorillas. But this is gonna be very efficient. Just taking a look at this, I think it'd be more efficient than a Triceratops for sure. And those claws are very, very sharp looking. So I feel like he'll also be able to get like wood and such.
I think if you do farm trees, you'll get thatch, because once again, if he goes trying to chop down trees with those claws, you know, you kind of expect his claws to break after a while.
So yeah, rideable and tameable. Definitely will be tameable.
Yeah, I think both of those are
rideable.
I think definitely will be able to, just so you can definitely utilize that gathering ability, and he's certainly large enough for you to ride him. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't be able to.
Check this out. I actually just found a picture of it compared to a human. Yeah, this thing will definitely be rideable. Yeah, it's a little bit curved looking. It's a little bit curved, so you can definitely hop on its back and such. That can definitely use a saddle. And now he seems to be 3 times bigger than, well, I'd say like 2 or 3 times bigger than a human. And the human would easily fit on the back as well. And yeah, like you said, dude, definitely gonna be working.
Absolutely.
For sure.
I think it's no question that you'll be able to tame this guy, ride him, and then use him for gathering purposes. I don't know if he'll be the fastest mount, because he does have a little bit of an awkward body shape. He is bipedal, which a lot of the bipedals in the game can run faster, but I think this will be, you know, on the either medium or slower half of the speed scale somewhere.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't think he's gonna be too defensive either ways. He'd be more of like an offensive kind of
I think he will be able to defend himself offensively.
Definitely, but he looks very, very like penetrable, I guess. I don't like if he got hit by a bullet, that would hurt a lot. For sure.
I suppose so, yeah. But
yeah,
about the same as most other dinosaurs, really. Nothing
but
particularly
he can definitely
defensive.
Defend himself. You know, with those claws, you can easily claw through like a Triceratops, like meat and such. You know, like the skin and such. Really easy, like claw through him. But I think that's really about all the information that we have so far.
Yeah, I think that covers everything. Now, keep in mind, a lot of this is just our guesses. It hasn't been added to the game yet. We don't even have a dossier on it yet, but I do believe that we got a pretty close representation to this guy when he's added to the game, and I'm pretty excited to see him.
Alright, so anyways, guys, hope y'all enjoyed. Check out Xylophony. Let's aim for 500 likes for this series. Also, follow us on Twitter for some special stuff, and follow us on Google+, and we'll see y'all in the next video. Comment below what you think of this dinosaur, some more information towards it, and if it's going to be rideable or tameable or not, so comment down below, and we'll see y'all in the next video.
See you then.